Ben here, and good morning, everyone. Ben here, and welcome to today's live stream. Today, we're just going to be playing chess because honestly, I am way too tired to do anything else. And well, let me put it this way. Yeah, so I'm going to be reviewing chat as I can. I have my phone so I can actually read chat. I'm still not sure how to read chat in a different way. Before we start, let's quickly go over the game I just played because why not, right? So anyway, he started e4. I played this, wound up as a King's Gambit. I play this variation because I like playing this variation, so deal with it. Anyway, plays bishop c4. I prefer this move order. The other move order is knight d5, and after say d4 or knight or c3, one of these moves, you then play d5. Because the idea is that you want to essentially force him to take with the bishop. However, I prefer playing d5 because it gives me something useful in this. I also play this in the knight f6 variations where you play knight f6 first because I prefer playing that. So now I've got this. I've got a good position, and I'm happy with it. He plays that. I don't care if he recaptures the pawn. I'm going to be focused on getting an isolated pawn and using it to my advantage. Because in this position, he doesn't have a block. He's not really able to blockade it. I've got lots of possibilities for attacking this pawn and doing a lot of damage here. And he doesn't really have any of the traditional avenues for blockading. He has only a pawn that can get surprisingly weak. And as you can see, I've got, great pieces here. He goes here. I'm going to use that and take advantage of this fork. And here I thought for a little bit just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And then I decided to play here. I knew that, he could attempt to blockade this, but he just blundered mate in one, which is absolutely hilarious. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to go find a new opponent. And yes, my background is actually 2112. Deal with it. I'm just like, hey. And we're going to play a King's Gambit. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Hey, wow, we're playing a Cunningham. Wow, okay. So the same person's move is here, King F1. But you know what? I'm going to play this because nobody actually knows how to defend this. This is a variation that neither side should play, to be quite honest. Neither white nor black should play this line, but nobody knows how to defend it as black. The correct move is d5, and after which did he just play d6? It's terrible. And this isn't even a sacrifice because I'm getting it right back. He goes here. I do have a little bit of work to do, but let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to play d4. I can't get away with that. Can I? Okay, the problem I'm looking at is d4, bishop g4, and then I've got issues here, though that might not be as bad. Okay, so d4, bishop g4, knight takes, bishop takes. Bishop here, which would be a check, forcing him to this square. No, so I want to go bishop here. And then would knight g5 win? That's the question. Or not g5, knight f5. He would still have that square available. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it, and we're going to do this. I honestly think it's sound. I'm going to play d4 because it's a good move to play regardless. And if he pins me, he pins me. Okay, so here's the calculations I want to run through. Knight takes bishop. If he accepts, but I have to keep him off of that e8 square. Okay, knight takes bishop, bishop takes queen. Knight takes bishop, bishop takes queen. I go here. He's not going to be able to move to any of those squares, meaning that's forced. I can play this, forcing him here. Check. I think that would be checkmate. No, it wouldn't. For a lot of reasons, to be quite honest. But it looks interesting. I think I can actually pull this off. Oh, God, help me if I'm wrong. We're going to do this. I'm going to give the check here. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Said I've got two pieces for the queen. He's got an unsafe king. I've got ready rapid development. It's not as bad as it looks, but I totally miscalculated that he could just block that. And again, my pieces are good. Yeah, this is not as bad as it looks, but that was just a blatant miscalculation on my part. Yeah, so I need to figure out how I'm going to solve this. I think I need to just go bishop here. Like I said, I mean, I'm attacking, so it's not terrible, but it's not great. That said, that does help me a bit, giving me an exchange, though. Practically, it might have been his best choice. I will definitely. I can make this work a little bit now. Okay, so I'm going to want to go here, recapture this pawn. But yeah, I'm actually definitely liking my chances a little bit more now. They just made that terrible practical choice. Definitely, definitely not perfect. I'm going to admit that right away. That was just a blatant miscalculation on my part. Yeah. And yeah, so okay, so he plays yeah, so he just played God dang it. Yeah, so he just played there. Stay up, phone. God dang it. Anyway, let's see. So he's of course working on that. So I'd have, if pawn was here, I have 1, 2 defenders to 1, 2, 3 attackers. I can't move it there. That is not what I meant to do. I wanted to play bishop f3. I should click the piece and then click the square I want it to go to. Said if he takes here, I can go here, have a discovery available. But I did want to defend this pawn because I am not yeah, that was that is annoying. That is really annoying. But anyway, guys, I am literally snowed in. We were supposed to only get, what is it, 6 inches, if that. It was supposed to be 4 inches of snow, and no, instead, Mother Nature decides that we're gonna get a foot or 15 inches. I haven't been able to actually tell, but we got way more snow than we were supposed to. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get out tomorrow, which that'll be fun. But yeah, I actually cannot get out to my car if I needed to. So, seriously, how do I get snowed in like that? Like, what in the world? Anyway, this is, come on, just play. Did I lose internet? What just happened? That's not good. Did I lose connection? Yeah, I'm gonna reload. Yeah, okay, that was weird. So apparently I didn't make the move. Do I believe in climate change? Duh and or hello. Uh, the climate is definitely changing, but the question isn't whether it's changing, it's whether mankind is involved in any significant amount. And to that end, I would consider myself a skeptic. But I think it'd be wrong to leave it. Oh, man-made. Um, Again, like I said, I'm a bit of a skeptic, but I'm open to whatever evidence there is. I don't think it's wrong to. I don't think it's right to ignore something. I think the evidence that we've seen is a bit sketchy as of yet, but again, I'm open to whatever people smarter than me on the issue have to say. I really don't think that's anything too. I don't think that's controversial, or at least it shouldn't be. Said, I like the idea of getting two strong. Yeah, okay. I like the idea of getting trading off the A pawn for the C and D pawns. Okay, well, looks like he doesn't want to do that. Instead, what I want to do is play this, which, now that I think about it, probably wasn't the right thing to do. Oops. Well, he kicks it, so I'm going to go ahead and just defend that. But now I'm going to work on trying to create a passed pawn and just shove it up the board, because that is my main goal here. So, okay, maybe he wants to move it, but I'm going to be able to do this. Now, the whole point of this pawn and allowing it over here is it's a defense. You know, he can't put a piece on this square. He can't sacrifice a piece on this square. So this pawn is actually very good for me defensively. Okay, so now I want to, well, maybe I just want to take it. Yeah, let's take with the pawn. He doesn't really have anything significant here. This is actually good for me. Give me just a second if anyone's in chat. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there we go. So now he puts the queen there. Probably looking to take this pawn. And I don't think I want to let him do that. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm not really interested in giving up this bishop, if he plays here, okay, that's one way to do it. I'm just going to drop. Yeah, okay, I can. Yes, okay, because the bishop guards. No, it doesn't. Okay. That's good to know. But he can't take that. So what I'm going to do is just advance. And I have to be careful because I'm under a minute now. He really should have played this, forcing my hand. But he didn't. So I'm in a little bit better position than I think I ought to be. Because I don't have this discovery available just yet, which is no bueno for me. I really would like to have that discovery available. Unfortunately, I don't. I probably should have considered taking his knight, and that would have eliminated some of the issues I have. But, ugh. And yeah, I know for my normal viewers, this is not what they expect, but I'm just a little tired and still getting over a little bit of a stomach flu I had this past week. So I don't really want to focus on politics today, especially with kind of the view I'm getting outside. Okay, I have to be careful here. So what I want to do is go here, takes, queen takes. The big question is he's trying to prevent me from advancing this pawn. So what I want to do is I go here, however, I am defending. So that's actually what I'm going to play is here. Because now he doesn't have this square available. He definitely doesn't have this square available. He takes, he goes here. He might drop his knight in here, but okay. So it's getting real. If he drops his, okay, so he has the blockade now, but that doesn't seem right. So what I'm going to do is, now if he goes here, I'm just going to, well, I can't do that. Really? Okay, so he doesn't want to do that. Can't do that. Dang it. And I just timed. Scheisse. Yeah, unfortunately, my board didn't play a move for me. Yeah, no, I know I was running out of time. That kind of sucks because I was doing really well there. Okay, so now we're going to play something else. I was... I really hate it when that happens. Okay, so... Okay. Sometimes I play knight a5 in that position. Sometimes I don't. Here we're just going to play this. The reason I play knight a5 is I like getting rid of my opponent's bishops. But in that game that I just concluded, I think I had a decent position. Okay, that I didn't get why he decided to do that. Well, that's why. That was just smart. And I got lucky that he didn't see it. So we're going to go here, hit the bishop. I am really lucky he didn't see that. That was just a blunder. I should have just dropped my knight back and took with that. So we're going to do this. We're going to pin and figure out how to redeem myself for that oversight. So we're going to do this. And if he wants to ruin his king side and any chance he's going to castle like that, we're going to go ahead and let him. Also, this helps us when we play e4 because, yeah, okay. So he defends, but I don't think that's a big deal. I'm just going to add a rook to that. Plays here, so I'm going to play here. Now he plays that. I'm just going to duck back. So he plays that. Okay, e4 takes, 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 takes. So we're going to play this. He takes here. I don't care. It's not a big deal because I'm just going to take here. Okay, so I did my calculations correctly. And it's a check. Really? Okay, so what I want to do now is here. He takes here. That's a check. So he has to take or move his queen. Or do that. Which I think that was a terrible mistake on his part because, no, okay. It's not that bad. I'm still attacking, so, or not attacking, but I have tempo on his knight. That should be okay for me. Let's see. Here, well, I can't attack here, but he does have to move his knight somewhere. I'm not sure where is good for him. I'd probably play knight here. And he doesn't, instead allowing me to go here. That's a little confusing for me. But okay, whatever. And yeah, I know. Well, actually, he doesn't have a check available there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go here. Now I've got this available when he checks me, because he will. And I should have just moved my, yep, should have, but I didn't. So in order to actually save the piece, I have to move my king up here. What is going on with me? On the bright side, I do have, in my opinion, I have the better rook. So, or the better rooks. Yeah, so he defends it, but I don't think that's the right move. I'm going to at least pick up a pawn, and I'll have 2 connected passers on this side of the board. What's my favorite PC game? I don't really play a lot of PC games anymore. A long time ago, I played a lot of Minecraft, but that was a long time ago, like 2012, 20. Wow, okay, that's long. That's much longer ago than I thought it was. Okay, so now let's start marching these pawns. I also played a lot of Kerbal Space Program and a few other games. If we're talking about consoles, I really miss the Ace Combat series. That was a fun series of games. But yeah, okay, so that's where I want to go. So we're going to defend here. Let's go here. Okay, so we're just going to put my king here. It's on a dark square. That's the biggest concern for me, is the dark square. Is I want my king on dark squares rather than light squares, simply because. Okay, so we can go here and advance it 1 more. Well, not if he goes here. Exactly. So I'm going to try and do this. He's going to probably take with the knight, try and do a discovery because, oh, wow, no. So instead he wants, okay, so my goal is he's going to have to figure out how to cover this promotion square. Well, that's one way to do it. And now I need to figure out how to protect my pawn and keep him from capturing. Okay, so, and I need to also stay off of light squares. Okay, so that's good. Now I can pick up a tempo or 2. But this one is going to revolve all around this pawn. And he's going to have to figure out a way to stop it. That covers that. And then I can actually advance. Yeah, I think he just gave me the promotion. Maybe. Okay, so I need to move my king off of the light square. If he plays here, I can move my king here. So he still wants to trade. That's interesting. However, I don't want to. Instead, I want to go here. And as a bonus, it covers this square. And as a bonus, that is a good fork. So this actually isn't as bad a position as I thought it was. Yeah, he's not in a good position. He's not in a good way here. Yeah, okay. I'm still going to go here, even though it doesn't defend that, because I can move here and defend that. So what he's trying to do with that is if I advance here, let's say I just play g2, right? He's going to play knight here, which is a check, but it's a revealed attack on the pawn, and he's going to win my only winning chance. So what I'm going to do is see if I can settle for a draw by repetition. And it looks like that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to offer the draw that way. No, he doesn't. Okay, so now what do I want to do? Well, I'm still going to play this, but now that's a check. So, of course, he's going to defend against the check. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to try and put a pin on that. Okay, so we're going to play here now that he doesn't have the check available. And the next move I'm going to play is probably a5. Yep, definitely playing a5 now. And that should actually stop all of his, that's going to stop his entire queen side. Which means that it's all about this, and I don't think he has anything. Yeah, I'm not going to, well, I go here. No, I don't want to do that. We're going to go here because it targets a dark square pawn. And even if he takes, I've got a check here, so. So, yeah, my knight's in a very good position. It's about as good as we're going to get. And now I have a second pass pawn that is incredibly close to promotion. His pawn isn't fast enough, and I can give up this pawn safely. Okay. And I think he may have accidentally just allowed me to promote. So we're going to play here. We're going to play here. And then we're going to play here. Oh, wow. That was terrible. That was absolutely torrid. What on earth was that, Ben? Seriously, what on earth was that? Okay, well, when my opponent gives me the center, I'm going to take it. Well, I'm still going to play f4. I don't see a reason not to play it. Not sure what he's trying to do with this. If someone wants to play e5, I have zero issues with that. If I play d5, he's going to take. I can't really take myself. Plus, I don't mind having the isolated king pawn. I don't really think it's a big deal. So, meh, I'll keep it. We're going to go over here. Well, that is certainly bad intentions. So I'm going to go ahead. Takes. Now I can take with the bishop. So that's actually what I'm going to do. Normally, I don't want to get rid of my light squared bishop, but what in tarnations? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, there we go. We got back. Plus, he's actually forced to now, so. But yeah, I actually really like my position here. Well, that is not what I expected him to play. But I will go ahead and play that. We're going to play this. with one intention. By the way, if he takes here, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this. And I am aware that if he plays here, yep, exactly. Now I go here, takes, okay. So what I'm going to do is simply just play this, protect this pawn, and now I'm going to go for knight takes here. Maybe we're going to trade off a rook or two. I don't know. Oh, well, maybe. Then again, I don't have any squares if I go here, so maybe. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to go here, takes, and then he's going to take with something. I'm not sure what. And then I get this, so it's an even exchange of pawns, so no one comes out better here. He's got a 3, he's going to have a 3-on-2, and I'm going to have a 3-on-2. So even though currently I have a 4-on-2 and he's a 4-on-2, it's not going to remain. That said, if he moves that rook, that could be awful tasty. That, however, is awful tasty. So I take, let's actually calculate this out. I take, he takes, queen here, check. Yeah, that's nothing. I go here, however. Also, I don't have to worry about any checkmating threats here because I'm defending. If he goes here, I'm just going to play here. What am I going to do? I'm actually going to trade rooks. I think that's a prudent move. No, I am not reading the whole B movie script. I think those things are absolute. I think, those weird memes like that are just absolutely ridiculous. I'd be very, I don't mind a good meme, but not the B movie. Jeez. Goodness gracious, why on earth would I do that? Well, that just isn't a good move. First things first, I'm going to take it. That way, now I've got this. And that way, when he plays this, I've got this. Well, I was actually worried that he was going to, I was worried that he was going to pin it with the bishop. I was going to play rook here. He would play rook d8 because that would be a check, not a checkmating attack, but it would be winning. So we're going to just move up to here. I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do. Probably rook c8. That makes total sense. Can we play on Spark Chess? No, I'm not on Spark Chess. If you're on Lichess, send me a challenge This is my username here. It's just my actual name, come to think of it. So, okay, that wasn't quite the move I expected, but okay. So I'm going to go here, defend it. Now I can't take it, blah, blah, blah. Said he does have an extra pawn, but setting that up. Play here. Oops. Takes. And if he goes here, I can block here. And I think this is a draw, even though he has 2 extra pawns. The reason is my king is just farther to this side of the board. I'm debating. I think I want to be here. You know what? I can go over here and quickly walk back. Okay, so I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to walk back. And that was bad for him. Because now I can play this. If he plays here, okay. I'm going to go here. Okay. This is just because I want him to make the move. Okay. I want to keep my king over here. He goes over here. I'm going to move back. Yeah. Okay. So now we go here. He goes here. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, that wins. How can we play? Just go to Lichess if you have an account. Sign in. Just find my username and just issue me a challenge. Well, that could have gone much worse now that I think about it. Because now all I have to do is blockade his pawn. Yep. And what I'm going to do is here, here, he goes here. And this is just a standard draw. I'm almost positive this is just a draw. Yep, this is a draw. I just go back because he can't step to here. If he advances his pawn, he can't do that. Yep. And this is just a common drawing technique. I have to avoid stepping on the color that he goes to. That way I can go to the same color square. So if he were to say, yep, and I go here now, and when he goes here, I'm going to step here because now if he, and he's trying to triangulate me. So now if he goes to, I just have to be careful not to step too dark square. Okay, so when I go here, we're going to go here. Actually, I want to get the opposition here. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. And now I think I want to go here. I'm going to go here, here. And he has to be extremely careful that when he goes over here, oh, this is funny. Oh, this is funny. Oh, yes, I totally knew it. I knew this was a draw because now he can't go here because when I go here, it's a stalemate. Knew it. I knew it was a draw. I knew it was a draw. Okay, so you know what? Let's play knight f6. So he wants to play like that. Not showing me his cards. You know, I kind of accidentally showed him my cards. Normally I play the Dutch, but okay. Could play that, or I could go crazy and play here because sometimes I like doing this where I just play something absolutely stupid that really shouldn't work but does, but only because I'm playing it a certain way. Yeah, exactly. He's going to play the most unambitious system ever. So I've really got free reign to do whatever I feel like. So I'm going to probably play c6 and then work for e5, f5. So I've got a little bit of play here. See, he wants to go here. He's probably looking at this. I'm just going to casually kick his knight back. There's literally nothing wrong with this move. Though it is a little loosening, I don't really consider it that bad. You'll see this in, top level play. Let's see. I do have to be cautious of a queen exchange. No, I don't actually. Here, take. And he can't take it because my knight covers it and he doesn't have anything against it. So I'll be able to play f5 and then here, yeah, exactly. He takes. I'm going to play f5. Though I do have to be careful of this bishop. And be careful what he's got on these squares. How do I want to evict him? I play here, bishop here. I go here. He can actually get away with playing this. And then he just then he plays here. Okay. So I don't want to play f5. I don't mind playing here. Well, I do a little bit. If he takes and play here. Though he definitely spared me a little bit by playing that. That way I can play queen here. Now, okay, so now I want to play here. He's going to probably block it up or not. So we're going to play this. Then we're going to play this. And then I want to unleash a little bit of power here. So I'm going to, or he's going to do that. I don't think that's a big deal. I'm just going to play here, protect this pawn, target this pawn. He can't castle, so he's going to play probably rook b1. Then I can actually advance this pawn, or b3. That's also a legal move. So we're going to play this, attack the queen. Can't go here or anywhere. His only legal move that saves the queen. Okay, that's also a move. And you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to play here. He's not attacking this pawn. I'm going to play here. Yep. Let's do that. And then let's find a way to get to just hammer on this pawn as much as possible. Okay, that's one way to do it. Though I'm going to play this and evict his knight. If he goes here, I do have to be a little, I don't want to say concerned. Yeah, that's not actually a concern of mine. Sure, he's got the bishop, but he's not actually doing any harm to my position if he gets it. Plus, the rook is well placed here. He's going to have to spend some time to undermine it. And I can just simply double up. Yeah, exactly. Or even triple up. So, yep. Now I can just put my queen here. Well, if I go here, takes, queen takes here, I might actually lose a pawn. So, yeah, that would lose a pawn. So, actually, I just want to take here. We're going to give the check. We're going to solidify the pawns. What's my nickname? Seriously, it's right here. Ben_Dubuque. DUBUQUE. And after this game, I'll get to your challenge ASAP. Okay, give me just a minute and I'll get to that challenge, okay? So we're going to play here. Yeah, we'll get to it just like again, because playing this, let's see what he does. He could play there if he plays here. Okay. There's a bit of a concern, but we're going to play this. Just, I hate endings, but, you got to deal with them. I'm going to try and get this one done as quickly as possible. Sure, if he wants to do that, I will definitely. Yeah, I will take that. Let's play this. Let's get my king advanced. He's not really going to be able to break through on the queen side. And his pawns, yeah, his pawns don't matter over on the queen side. I don't want to undouble his pawns for him. Plus, if I do this, I'm going to be in a much better position on the king side. I don't want to break this tension. Yeah, exactly. So now, see, I can go this direction. And he's not breaking through over here. I can even afford to take this pawn and, draw his king over to this side of the board. And I'll get to your challenge as soon as I can. Okay, so we're going to go over here. He can't break through, but I can. Now, I say break through, I guess that's not the correct way to describe it, but it's one way to describe it. So I'm going to go here. If he goes here, I'm behind his pawns. And if he goes here, I have the opposition. And that's the important thing to remember, is I have the opposition. Meaning that when he goes here, I'm just going to be able to wipe across this third rank. This is a win for me. So I'm going to go here. He's going to go here. I'm going to go here, force him back. Yeah, he should be resigning here shortly. I'm actually surprised I didn't botch this ending. So we're going to go here now. He's going to go here, and I'm just going to force him back. This should be where he resigns. So he's going to go here. I am simply going to play this. He's going to take, and that's going to allow me to go here. And you know what? I'm not, actually, I think I do have to take this pawn. So now I go here, and this is just elementary. So we're going to take that. We're going to go here. There we go. Now I'm going to accept that. Okay, so casual, no time limit. Here we go. Typically, I prefer playing rapid, but whatever. So I've accepted the challenge. Let's see. I'll give about 2 or 3 minutes. I think that's fair. Should have it accepted. There you go. So go here. There's a lot of things you can do. Not sure what's going to happen, but doesn't have any ratings yet. You know what? I'm just going to do this while I wait, and that'll tell me when I have a move. So, because oftentimes I'm listening to a lot of music when I play, because I like to have something in my ears. Let's see. Okay, so he accepts. We're going to play this. See what he plays. There's a few reasonable moves. Okay, that's an old move, but I wouldn't say it's unreasonable. Just old. So it's got, the classical motivations and all that. But I think it fails to account for the fact that I'm getting exactly what I want in the King's Gambit, which is very rapid, very speedy development. And he's going to be a little bit behind. Okay, so normally you don't block your own pieces like this, but I think it's acceptable in this case. Especially now. I know my king is in the center and I'm pushing all my pawns and going crazy, but again, I think this is reasonable given what my opponent has done, which is wasted 1-2 moves on this bishop, 1-2 moves on this bishop, 1-2-3-4 pawn moves. I definitely feel okay with this game. So what I want to do is I want to get out and castled, so I'm going to play this. If he plays g5, I'm probably just going to tuck my bishop back. Yep, exactly. He plays g4. Knight here is probably good. Actually, I'm going to play this. Take, take, and now he can't recapture. So this is a great position for me. This is insanely good looking at this. Yes, we're going to take here. He can't take because of this. He still can't take it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to solidify that piece by going here. Then I'm going to castle. And I'm going to start trying to destroy everything he has, because this is not a good position for black. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and castle. He's not in a position to do anything about it. He plays d5. That's just bad for him. So yeah, this isolated pawn is way too good for me. I've got these great outposts here. Somehow he just made it even worse for himself, it looks like. Because now I can just bring my knight here. He's not really doing anything. He brings the knight here. I'm just going to bite it. He brings the knight here. I'm going to do the exact same thing and probably throw in some fancy stuff. I'm about to just chomp his bishop. I'm going to bring my rook in here. This game, I don't want to say it's over, but it's kind of over. Okay, so, yep, exactly what I figured he would do. So I'm just going to bring my rook here. And now when I play this, playing this is just going to be crushing. So he wants to block it. Okay. Well, I'm just going to take it, play this, and now he has to be really careful of discovered attacks and discovered checks and all that. Plus, I'm attacking this, so he's probably going to want to play. No, that doesn't even work. He shouldn't play anything in this position because anything he plays is a loss. And he's got this hanging. He's got this hanging. Well, he could play here, but then he runs into this fork, and I'm just going to take with the queen. One spectator, only tactics. Nice. Somehow, that's bad. So I'm going to go here, which is the obvious move. And then we're going to go here. And that's game. So when he goes here, play this. And I don't know how he managed to make it worse for himself, but he did. You know what? I'm going to do this as a double check, meaning he has to move the king. I'm not sure where he's going to move it, but if the move none of the above was available, I'm pretty sure he would like to take it. If he moves up to here, I may just play this. Okay. Play here first. Check. Just draw him up the board, I guess. Or you can do that. That's a legal move. I do not want to promote to a queen when I take it. I'm going to do that. And is this the part where I call game? Because game. That said, you don't get to see an under promotion to a knight every day. That's kind of a fun little tactic. Well, he just somehow made it worse on himself, so I'm going to go ahead and just take that. What are we going to do? We just jumping right into this, or what are we doing here, gang? And mate. There we go. Let's go for a new opponent. And if my spectator wants to play against me, he can totally send me a challenge if he wants. After this game is over, obviously. Got a Scotch game. Let's play this line. Plays knight b3. I'm going to drop back. I hate the people who play bishop e3. It's just annoying as all get out. Really? Bishop e3? Really? 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 Come on, guys. Seriously? Okay. Whatever. If I play here, plays e5, I'm just going to go here. Okay, so we're going to castle first. Play rook here. And then we're going to play d5. Plus, he's just given up g4. Well, not completely giving it up, but yeah, a little bit. there's nowhere good for my bishop to move. I guess I can move the bishop here because I want to bring this rook over to the center and not move this rook again. So what I'm going to do is here. Plus, he doesn't have a dark square bishop. I'm going to be able to, when he takes here, I can move here, or, play this. Play this. If I play here, it's going to allow me to take this pawn and take the bishop. Okay. Now we're going to play this, hitting the rook and the pawn. So he hasn't really won a pawn. Plus, now he has doubled pawns on the king side. So there's that. No, I do as well. That was just kind of silly of him. So we're going to have racing majorities. So this should be fun. I actually kind of mean that. This is going to be an interesting game. Let's play this. Swing it over here. And now I have the proper... I'm in the proper place. I'm actually surprised he didn't go after my pawn. So we're going to do this. He moves here. So I'm going to do this. He's going to take it. There we go. You can still play this, I guess. But now it's just, this should be a draw. It's your standard, except for the part where he just gave me an extra pawn. That was weird. So I'm just going to drop my rook back. It's on a good square. I'm going to activate my king. I think I should be, again, I still think this is a draw. It doesn't really change my evaluation yet. I'm going to play here. If he tries to do that, we're just going to play a little unambitiously. I don't want to make any weaknesses, so I'm going to go here. If he tries to go here, I'm going to play this, and then goes here. I guess I can do this. Well, either way, I'm going to play this and get over to the, and get over to this side of the board. Because I'm over there sooner. And I'm going to play this. Because I can defend that. And because I have pawns on both wings. Yep, I can keep his king over on this side of the board. Now, unfortunately, I can't stop him from dropping his rook down. But now he's kind of stuck. Ugh. So I guess I can do this. Swing over. go here. And now this tactic doesn't work. So I'm just going to play this. I'm going to play this, and now he takes this. And okay, maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do. I think I'm in the box, just barely. Scheisse. Yeah, he is much faster than I am. I blundered that terribly. I'm gonna see if I can get up to 1700, and then I am going to call it a stream. It seems that is not going to happen. Okay, so he doesn't want to play that. That's fine. I'm going to go here. I'm going to play this. Let's play this and just work on standard maneuvering stuff. Typically, c5 is good in these positions. I mean, he's not really doing anything, so okay. Well, actually, this is a good square for the knight, so. Plus, sometimes f5 is a useful move in the Spanish. And he has to actually trade it or go back. Yeah, exactly. Which I would definitely prefer that outcome. So it's worked out for me. I would say it's worked out. I prefer my pieces. Yeah, I guess we're gonna play this because I want f4. He can't take because I defend, and that's that. So terrific. Okay, so what's his plan here? What does he want to do? Maybe he's going to try and do something like this and try and get to this square, but I can shut that down pretty quickly. Plus, I have control over this square. Yeah. So we're going to play knight f4. He can't kick it because I can just take here. And the interesting thing is, I think this works too. Because now, if I play here, I am definitely on the cards to take. Okay, so I'm going to play this to keep him off of f5. And then when I play this, ooh, I like this position a lot, actually. This is a good position. So my plan is knight here. And then, well, okay, so, it's not bad. Or I could play this. I know it's awful, but, or king here. I don't know. It's weird. But it's perfectly okay because I have this available to me. Okay. So now he's probably looking to play here. Okay, so if I go here, now his king can't escape. So what my goal is simply to play that. You know what? I'm going to trade queens. And now we're going to play this. And now we're going to go here. And now his king has to go there. And I can play this. I can play here. And now I just have to figure out how to actually deliver the checkmate. That is the difficult part. Said, okay. Doesn't change anything. If I go here, maybe I can just force feed him up the board. Force feed him pawns. Okay, so that is concerning because that's a move now. If I go here, he's going to go here, forcing me to this square. Yoy. Yeah, this game is resignable. Hey, you still there? Since I have a spectator, why not challenge? Yeah. Which one are you? Yep, one person watching. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm actually not sure which person's which. I'm going to clear that, and we're going to accept that one. And I'm guessing this is you. Because 1917. F6, okay. Well, clear. I don't want to say clearly, but basic principles are you just want to control the center. You know, don't do anything crazy bad. So we're going to play this. Okay. And play this. And this is kind of silly tactics on my part, but eh. Take here, that actually works better. Yeah, well, you can still recapture. You didn't lose material. Yeah, exactly. We're going to go here. Yeah, I'm just looking at kind of these things, but I was kind of trying to bite at this one a little bit too much. Part of me is saying go bigger to just take and figure it out afterwards, but the smart part of me says don't do that. We're just going to defend that. We'll do that. And take that. Though probably not sound. I'm not sure I care. Well, I mean, I obviously do care. So I should have taken with it's why I should have taken with my bishop instead of my queen. And play this and just get my rooks involved. But generally, if your king has 0 protection and, you know, as in pawns in front of him, it's probably a bad thing. So I'm going to move this here. I'm going to do this. Which maybe I should have used this knight because, I don't know, maybe knight here to here would have been a good maneuver. I'm not sure. But I'm going to be able to hem your knight. Or, yeah, hem your king in. And I realized that I just gave you tempo I didn't need to, so we're going to eliminate that. And now I'm just going to play here. And it should be a fairly simple plan. Play this. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go back to playing some Rapid because what? Scheisse. Because I want to get a few. I really do want to try and hit 1700 today. Normally I'm above 1700, but I've been playing really erratically and poorly past couple of days. I'm just sitting watching snow fall off tree limbs. Because I'm snowed in like a crazy person. At least I won't get cabin fever. And it looks like this person is not gonna play. And freaking tastic. I always hate people who abort games I always hate people who report games when they're black because you know you're gonna get the black pieces often, so it's just part of the game. And so you watch what he's gonna do. He's gonna trade this off, and he's just gonna give me what I want. And now I can take here. I can't take it here right this second, but I do have to be a little cautious of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play this. I'm going to play that. I'm actually going to go here with the knight. So he wants to do that. Fork those. We're going to do this. Which that's a little bit of a mistake on my part, allowing him to trade off this bishop. But the bishop wasn't going to be useful attacking a stable king structure. Said now I'm going to get, well, can't exactly get d4 in just yet. I have to, I'm going to play here first. Now I play d4. And the whole point is to be able to play e5. So we're going to play e5 now. Takes. And the good thing about this is my c-pawn still protects d4. Okay, that was clever. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Problem for him is, though, that I can play this, and I can just shove the pawn up the board. If he plays here first, give check. Step 2, give check. And if he blocks here, I can take this. If he goes here, I can take this, like this, or take the bishop with my queen. And now what we have is I've got a good position. He does not. Now, he could play rook here. Okay, that's one possible move. It's attacking this pretty obviously. So I think what I want to do, I want to go here. No. I think the smart thing to do is just defend it. Play here. Okay. So he wants to do that. I'm just going to play this because it's giving me some tempo and stuff. Defends my back rank, blah, blah, blah. Boring, normal. Blah, blah, blah. Normal chess. I don't want to say boring because this is definitely not a boring game. And play here, pick up a tempo. That was bad. So first I'm going to go here. Second, I'm going to check here. Yep. Figured he'd do that. So the next check I'm going to give is here. I do have to be careful I don't give him time to attack this, because that would be disastrous. But I don't think he's going to have time. Yeah, exactly. I think that is checkmate. Yep. That was a pretty easy win. Yep. Okay, so he plays that. Let's play here. Let's see how it goes. Sure, let's play the Traxler. I haven't played one today, so this should be fun. If he takes there, yep, he's just going to go for this, isn't he? Just give me what I want. Let's see what he plays now. Okay, so he plays that. This is the correct move. I'm going to try and remember because not many people play this line against me. Most people play either the king f1 line, the take, and then king f1 line, or the take and go up to e3 line. So he has to be careful about that. Okay. If I go here, oh wait. Okay. Okay, what was the move here? Because I don't believe that's actually a good move. I go here, he just plays this, and that's game for me. So I can't castle, but I can if I go here, because he's not able to take that just yet. Okay, if I play knight here, oh yeah, he can't take that knight. Duh, what am I thinking? So I play knight here. And I'm not sure where his queen is going, because everywhere is bad. If he tries to go here, I take it with the knight. Which that just doesn't, that can't be good. That can't be good. And he has to defend against this mate threat. So queen f1. Queen f1 seems the only move here. And then I play d5. No, I don't. I don't play d5. I could play b5. I play b5, he just goes here. And then that knight is on. That knight's getting bitten. Oy, 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 oy. Okay, good. His clock is actually moving. See. Oh, he actually gave a check. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and just take it. Oh, shoot. I should have. Yeah, okay. Well, it's not that bad, actually, now that I think about it, because he's not mating me. Because I created a flight square. Even if he was. Come on, seriously? How did he miss that? Come on. That's the thing about the Traxler is people will forget. They'll think, oh, no. It's so great. I'm doing well. This can't be good for white or for black. And then that happens. I don't mind that he's attacking this because he isn't actually attacking it. Yeah, exactly. And I can get away with doing this type of stuff as soon as he plays knight f6 because he needs to get castled. We're just in perk, and I don't mind the perk. There we go. Just some pretty arrows. I don't know what he's going to do here. E5 is just bad. I've kind of, shut that whole thing down. And even if he goes here, I'm not exactly... I don't exactly have a problem with this. Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, so he wants to play a hedgehog or a hippopotamus or whatever the kids are calling it these days. Probably going to play like knight here. He's going to try and prevent me from doing anything. But the problem he has with that is that it's going to allow me to do stuff. So he could play... This is just bad for him. Or one could say it's Baden-Baden. No, I'm sorry. That was a terrible joke. Plus, if he plays here, I've got knight d5. Hitting the pawn, he's going to have to defend it somehow. Yeah, okay. So we're going to play this. Or I've got knight here, knight here. I don't really have issues with this. He's not really doing anything big. That pawn is protected anyway. You may try and drive away the protection. But I could do this, and whoop-de-doo, I've just shut down both of his big center breaks. Like, I actually don't know what his plan is. I'm a little confused by this strategy my opponent is given. Okay, rook c8. Peculiar, but okay. Said now I can defend the pawn, and now I can move the knight wherever I feel like. Well, the correct move here is to take this way. Takes with the knight, yep. I would believe that's correct. You know what? Normally I would... actually, that may have been a bit of a mistake. But I can also shut this down, and my next move is probably going to be here. Yeah, that was kind of a mistake. I should not have traded my bishop off here. That was an amateur move. Not even an amateur move. That was a Patzer's move, and I still played it. I don't know what I was thinking I would gain out of that exchange. So we're just going to play this. He's going to take. Let's go here because that pawn blocks his bishop first, so that I can actually pick up a little bit of tempo with this. At the very least, I kind of messed up my whole plan, but at the very least, I can at least get a tempo. Ooh! Oh, wow, that's even better. Take here, takes. Dang it, no, that was bad. So now I just play here. And the idea is pretty simple. I take this pawn. And if he takes, I've got this, which is checkmating. And of course, the idea was also to take on, it was also to take on b5. I kind of salvaged that. That was really lucky. I really should have lost that game, especially after I took on c5. But thankfully, my opponent allowed me to get away with it. So there's that. Oh, God, really? Really? Okay. Well, I don't know what he's going to do, and these moves are typically useful in English structures, so yeah, exactly. And I don't know what he's going to do. I need to play c6 anyway for my opening plan, and he's actually this is good for me, especially because he's probably going to castle over here. So I'm just going to play kind of a weird King's Indian-like structure, except he's really letting me do this. Okay, so he wants to do that. Now I'm going to have to break in the center with d5 here. Or e5. Takes like this, I'm just going to take here. Okay, so he's going to go here. I'm going to go here. Sure, I've got an isolated pawn, but does that actually matter? And he decided not even to blockade it, so okay. Go here. And now he's just undefended this pawn. Is there a way I can take care of that? If I play here, I'm going to play this. Well, I would hope. Piece activity is very important for me right now. So I kind of want to go here. I want to destroy any semblance of king safety he has. Okay. Which right now is basically none. Okay, so we're going to play this. I'm not entirely sure what the purpose was because he's still under threat. Takes my queen. If I take his rook, he's just going to take that. So I unfortunately want to do this. I'm going to do this. And I guess I can play this. I'm going to do that. He's going to play here. And then I'm going to play this, and I've got a checkmate. And he doesn't. And no matter what he does, if he plays here, checkmate. If he plays here, checkmate. Woo! Well, you say knight lost, but yeah, definitely not knight lost. See? Anyway, sorry about that. I had to get some water. And checkmate. Okay, so I'm actually one game away from reaching 1700. I reached 1700. I'm going to call it a stream. So, oh, please. Oh, yes, we got an open Sicilian. Oh, yes, I am happy with this. And even better, it's an E6 Sicilian without A6. It's a Taimanov. The Taimanov is garbage. I don't understand why anyone plays the Taimanov. Oh my God, why do people insist on playing the Taimanov? Why? Just why do people play the Taimanov? Like, okay, so how do I... Well, A3 is actually useful square for the queen right now, because I'm going to be playing bishop f4 here. This position isn't as good as it looks, and plus I'm still stopping castles. Well, the problem is with when you eliminate this, you're giving up the d6 square, which is not really good. Also, I don't understand why he did that. So I am just going to play this, plays here, and I don't understand why he did that. But yeah, the reason why you want to play a6 if you're going to before e6 or before white can get his knight to b5 is because d6 is such a hole in the open Sicilian that even when you do play the d6, the normal open Sicilians like the Najdorf, the Dragon, all even the Sveshnikov, you still have issues with d6. And now I have to be a little careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to develop here. He plays here. I'm going to play here. I know I cut off communication with my queen, but the plan is to drop the bishop back. And my opponent decided, I don't know why, but to attack with very few pieces out. Okay. So I'm going to do this. Thank you kindly. We're going to play knight here. And this, I know I just cut off communication again, but I did it for a good reason because my queen can get back to a good square. And again, my queen is doing something useful on a3, even if it looks weird. Again, I should have, but my queen is doing something, which personally I find that a little bit better than having a piece not doing anything, if that makes sense. Plus, his position is so bad, I can get away with, I don't want to say suboptimal moves, but keeping an eye and keeping him from castling. See, he wants to castle, but I don't want him to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this, bring my bishop. Yeah, exactly. And so what? He has an eye on that square. He's not castling this direction, and you couldn't pay me enough to castle queenside as black here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play king here, bring my other rook into the game. And notice how his pawns are frozen too. That's the other problem I have with Sicilians like that. So we're going to start breaking up his pawn structure. And rook f1 was okay, but it's more active on d1. We're going to play this. Now I'm going to calculate this a little bit. Knight takes, bishop takes, rook a8 check, king b7 doesn't work. So instead, I'm going to play here, keeping my rook off of the light squares where the bishop can harass it. Bring another rook into the party. And I don't know why he just played that, because that's pretty bad. There's good and there's not good. That's not good. Plus, I can play b4. Yeah. Okay. But now this attack actually does work. Because now I play here. Or, wait, does that? Okay. Can go here. Is this a windmill? It might actually be a windmill. Well, at the very least, it's a checkmating attack. So he goes here to defend. Well, that was just somehow even worse. Anyway, guys, that was a little bit suspicious, and he's offering a rematch. I feel rude to decline. I'm going to accept the rematch just because I feel like being a nice person. Okay, Scotch game. It's all right by me. There are 3 moves here. Knight takes here and bishop here. So knight takes c6, knight b3, and that isn't a move that I'm aware of. But it does do something somewhat useful. So I'm not going to treat it as complete lunacy, but I'm not going to take it super seriously. Yeah, so I'm not going to take it super serial. We're just going to protect it, play d5, and call it a day. Or, well, d6. d5 isn't actually that good of a move. I'm just going to, you know what? He's doing it, so, okay. I'm still going to keep an eye on important squares. He's bishop here. Whatever he does, unless he defends this pawn, I'm taking it. I do need to be a little cautious. Okay. So what's your big plan, buddy? because yeah, what's your big plan? What was the plan there? May play here. Not quite sure. Said it's creative. I will give him that. Yeah, I played D6 because obviously. So he wants to do that. Okay. And I don't want to block him. Well, my queen's blocked in anyway, so. Said playing this will allow my queen to get to useful squares and kind of get out of other pieces' way. And it picks up a tempo. I'll worry about this knight later when I actually need to worry about it. Because he used 2 knights to get rid of it, so. Exactly. Actually, I kind of do need to play queen here. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Now he's going to play bishop there. Said I can pick this up. I can at least get the bishop pair, so I'll take it. Said I do need to solve the issue of my knight. Because it's only got 1 square, and that square isn't very good. So I'm going to play g5, kick his bishop back, and then play knight here and get it to somewhere useful. Yeah, the knight is locked out. That was kind of not good on my part. So we're going to play here, knight here, and knight here. D6 is a little weak for me, so I need to be a little cautious about that. I don't want to accidentally create a situation where the knight is getting screwed. Yeah. So I'm just going to play the knight here, move my bishop out, and get my king over to this corner maybe. But my king is not in a good situation. I may just wait for him to attack, to be honest, because I have a feeling he's going to try to attack my king in the center. So I'm just going to put all my pieces around it, and I don't want to say pray, but basically pray. Instead, if he plays here, knight here, no, that would put too much pressure on this pawn. So I just want to take with the pawn. That way I have my knight to back it up. Okay, that's one. There we go. Knight can't come out to here. There we go. Everything is protected. It's definitely not comfortable, but it is protected. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Let's bring the rook over here and defend this. Ugh. No, I don't want to do that. You know what? He's not actually threatening this pawn. Because if he takes. So and plus I even have a knight added on as protection. So I can afford to kick the queen a little bit. Plus, if I can get my king to A8, that would be terrific. Because that knight is dead. So I'm just going to play. Yeah, I can get away with doing this. Because this isn't threatened. Take. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm going to do this. And because I want to win a pawn for all this trouble that I'm going through, I'm going to take here and go here. Maybe even able to win 2 pawns for all of this. Yeah, well, b5 would have been interesting. The problem is I don't want to drop my bishop back because I was trying to win this knight. I should have tried to win it before he played here. I was just worried about d6. And yeah, b5 probably would have been a good move. But on the bright side, I'm making him think a little bit. So that's some good news for me. Okay, so step 1, let's just take that. And I think I'm safe, even if he tries to sacrifice this. Okay. Well, that's not quite what I expected him to play, so I'll take it. Now I just have to... Honestly, I traded queens here. I think trading queens is probably the best thing for me to do. Or he could do that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye.